When I work with students in an individual conference, the first thing that I do is learn how that student learns. Is this person an elaborate thinker? Are they a logical thinker? How do they process information? And then, after I determine that, which is in a very fun way by showing an elaborate picture of a motorcycle, I'll share it with you. So after I've established that they're brilliant and that their ideas are wonderful and that we just need to work on structure, I set that to the side for a minute because I don't want them to go into the I just failed, you didn't do it right, any kind of a downward spiral storm. And so then I bring out two pictures and I ask them which one they prefer. And I ask, do you like this picture or do you prefer this picture? So if they picked the first picture, that indicates to me that they're an elaborate thinker and that is why their paragraph is sort of disjointed because the ideas were written in sort of a global way. If they prefer this motorcycle, that tells me that they think more logically, and I'm almost always right on this, and so then I proceed with the next steps to work on separating that content into paragraphs based on how that student thinks, since I'm doing an individual lesson. Once we've celebrated how that student thinks, and we've celebrated that, because I know I'm an elaborate thinker, and so most of the time I see, particularly these days, I find a lot of elaborate thinkers, and I think that technology has a lot to do with that, but it's a very artistic kind of a world right now. So once I do that, then we bring back that written document that the student has presented, and we take a highlighter and go through and pick out the main ideas and separate those into three groups, and from there then we organize the remaining content based on which idea that would be under. And sometimes I do that with boxes if the student prefers to see things in boxes. Many students do. They like to see their idea in boxes, and then we can look at the rest of the content and say, where does this go? Under which main point does this go? Then the next step from there is to ease into the actual alphanumeric outline, which is what I ultimately am going to teach them how to do because it's a never-fail system. And because most of them don't immediately embrace the idea of an alphanumeric outline, I work on it this way first by celebrating creativity and by separating out the main points and then determining where the remaining content would go under those three categories, and then we organize those into an outline, and then we simply write the paragraphs. And so keeps things, we have the topic for the topic sentence of each paragraph, and then we're able to go through and organize. So that's the way I do an individual conference.